Hi guys, and thanks for stopping by. So today I'm doing a little bit of a surprise soap. It's going to be hot process method. Yeah, if you've seen any of my videos, you know what that is. It's kind of just the stage of life I am in right now. It is all hot process right now. In case you don't, I'm just going to use my super hot lye water to directly melt my hard butters and oils. Today I have my titanium dioxide directly in my water because the entire base of this is going to be the goal is white, but I know that's probably not going to happen due to the fragrance, so a light colored base. So I just threw it right in here so that I don't have to add any extra water. I also have my Tussa silk in there. So yeah, here we go. Now I'm just going to take this, pour it in here, get these all melted down, and I'll bring you back in a couple minutes. Alright, so I don't see any more chunks of my butters or oils. They are all melted and smooth, which means it's time to move on to the next step. And that is adding my soft oils, and by soft, liquid, whatever. So then in here are all those, plus my buttermilk powder, my kaolin clay, and my sodium lactate. I just like to add it in with these. Don't have to worry about being too hot. I've heard conflicting things. A lot of what I've heard is it probably doesn't really make a difference, but you know, rather be safe than sorry. So anyways, like I mentioned, today is kind of a surprise soap. It is going to have a lot of explaining about why I've been so MIA lately. Besides the fact that summer is just really busy around here between our gardens and the chickens and everything else. Getting ready for the school year. I'm homeschooling my kids. We're like, I've done it, but like we're really starting to move into a school age. It's crazy. And then this lovely little surprise right here has just kind of added to that, which is totally okay. But anyways, today is going to be super simple and really straightforward, like really quick, easy. So as you can see, all of my base is just one color, and I'm going to do something from there. So first little part of this is my fragrance, which is called Baby Powder. I got it from Aztec. As you can see, it's a really dark fragrance, which is why I am not expecting my base to actually stay white like I was hoping. It'll probably, hopefully, end up more of like maybe like a creamy color is the goal. But yeah, as I've mentioned before, that is the downside of Aztec. They don't tell you anything about discoloration or acceleration or anything. So smells great, really does smell just like baby powder, which I find hilarious. I bought this one with no idea what I was going to do with it over 6 months ago at least. Just because I thought it was funny and interesting, and why not? And now I have a use for it. So I am going to go ahead and give this all a blend. Make sure that titanium dioxide gets put to work as much as possible. And then I'll be back in a second. Wow. So as you can see, it's not too badly colored. I just don't know how long it'll actually stay that way. But let's move on to our next little hint at our soap. So this is going to be a confetti soap, which is why it's staying so straightforward, easy. And these are all my little shavings. I'm going to throw these in here and blend them real quick so that they get into nice sized little chunks. I've got a bunch of pinks and blues in there. So these are shavings from soaps I have made. This is my first time doing a confetti soap, And honestly, it didn't really compensate for the extra room that these shreds might take up. So not too many. Hopefully they don't mess it up too bad. I'm gonna blend this again real quick and I'll be back. All right, so that should be it. Like I said, I just wanted to chop them up a little bit so we have some smaller pieces and they're well dispersed throughout there. I think that looks pretty good. Well, I can definitely say this does not cause any acceleration. I think it actually has slowed down trace a little bit, oddly enough. And it's a floral, so it's like notes of powder, jasmine, rose, and violet. So with those florals in there, I was expecting a little more. I was definitely expecting it to set up a little more, but I mean, it is thin. I'm not gonna blend it. I thought I'd put that back on there because I was thinking about it, but I'm not gonna blend it more. I don't want to chop up those pieces too much. Oh, don't fall. I don't want to chop up those pieces too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it as is. It'll just be a little bit longer to set up. And that's all right. No rush there. I literally just put my kids down for a nap. So I know I have at least a solid 45 minutes. Hopefully more so I can eat lunch too. This is usually my lunchtime. All right, go ahead and just dump this right in there. I've never done a confetti soap. Man, is it nice and easy. Ooh. All right. I think we'll use the rest of this. There's some little sample bars. I always have this available for leftovers because, ooh, that's a big sample. That's okay. Makes really cute little sample bars, and you probably can't see it, but it's like, it's the Wilton succulent mold, and it really does make cute little size samples. That one's really big. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna scrape this out, and we will come back in a little while when this is finally set up and decorate the top. So good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start texturing this top some. Probably could honestly wait for it to set up a little more, but I'm a little impatient. Kind of want to get to my lunch, honestly. I'm really hungry. But anyways, so we've had baby powder, we have pink and blue confetti, and let me just tell you, oh, do I love confetti soaps. Never done one before. I've saved my scraps to do them, but just never actually gotten around to it. Oh, am I so doing another one soon. So easy, so quick, just so simple, but it's just so fun. Like, they're just really cute and so easy. And I am in like serious love with these confetti soaps right now because of how just simple and straightforward that was. Like, it was the easiest soap ever. Okay. So our topper is, we have these cute little pink and blue sprinkles. I got them out of this, it's like a party princess blend. It's got all kinds of stuff, but I picked out little pink and blue ones to kind of just sprinkle along this. Try and get both colors all over so that we can make sure that we have it all represented. Let's do this. I'll get this in each bar. We've got these little sprinkles. We've got a couple more things to really finish pulling this all together before I finally just talk about it, right? Because why would I want to make this simple or easy when we can have a little fun with it? Right, so then we have these glitters, pink, persuasion, and turquoise from American Soap Supplies. I got these out of a soap distash group, kind of. It was more, it's actually called like an auction. Sorry, my brain not working as I'm like trying to focus on doing this. It's like a soap auction site, but you know, it's basically de-stash. People are getting rid of their stuff. So anyways, I really like these little bottles. Super nice. Made that nice and easy. I had my little brush out thinking I was going to need it, and I definitely didn't. So let's get a little blue on this side. Gotta have a little glitter. And then I'll show you the final piece, which won't be added on until after I cut it. I'm gonna show it to you guys now, nonetheless. So that is the top of it. And then after I cut them tomorrow, I will be gluing to the front of these bars these cute little feet, which, yes, we are expecting. Baby number 4 is going to be joining us at the end of this year. So that has largely explained why I have been so MIA, because I have just been exhausted. I will be 17 weeks this Saturday, and the exhaustion has just been rough this time around. I've been napping most days with the kids. I'm in bed early, and just whatever energy I do have is entirely spent keeping up with the kids and just the everyday chores around the house, the garden, and the chickens, and I just have not been able to keep up. I wanted to soap so bad. I have filled an entire notebook of ideas that I've been thinking of over these last, 17 weeks almost, and I just can't get around to it. So this Saturday, we will be finding out if it's a boy or girl. So by the time you see this, we will already know. And I will have to incorporate that in, well, not incorporate it. I am not going to incorporate it somewhere into stuff like this one. But I will have to kind of add that on to one of my future videos. A little share of what we're having, if it's a boy or a girl. At the end of this, I'm going to include an ultrasound picture of our little bean. But that is my baby powder soap. So I will bring you guys back tomorrow when I cut it, and we'll see how that confetti inside looks. Hey guys, so I am back and I am ready to cut this baby powder soap. Let's see how this confetti worked out. So there it is. As a note, I had some overheating issues, which you can definitely tell by the fact that like there's obvious gel signs inside. Definitely had some overheating issues. It started to kind of crack on the top, you can see a little. I don't know actually if you can, but I didn't catch it quite as quickly as I would have liked. I was getting the kids their snack and looked over and was like, oh my goodness, there's a crack forming down the whole top of my soap. Yep, that's what I was wondering, how much of a problem those little sprinkles were gonna be. But anyways, so I quickly threw it in the fridge to try to stop any issues, and we seem to have avoided any major problems. Just a little bit of a cosmetic thing on the top, which is not the end of the world. So the outside, I really was liking the way the color was looking on this. It seemed to not have discolored too terribly, but the inside discolored more, probably from that gel, but not too mad about it. Liking the little bit of confetti. I probably could have used a little more like confetti pieces in there, but it was my first confetti soap. I wasn't sure how much. I didn't really want to overdo it, but maybe it would have been a little better to overdo it, but that's okay. I think it still turned out fairly cute. It did what I wanted it to do, in the sense of having all those, oh no, I just snapped my wire, guys. Wow. Yep. Well, I guess that's the end of this cutting video. Oh boy. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get those put on the front, just to give them that last little, oops, baby pop. And that is my baby powder confetti soap. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe if you want to get any future notifications for videos. And until then, I will see you next time.